Hey guys, welcome back to a rather unfortunate SInoALICE video. As you may have heard, the newest version of SInoALICE, version 23.2.0, has some game-breaking bugs in it for the Android version. So, first off, if your automatic downloads haven't kicked in yet and grabbed the newest version, you may want to consider turning them off for the time being. In this video, I'm going to cover how to install previous versions of SInoALICE from APK files. I'll be covering both Bluestacks and normal Android mobile devices at the same time. There may be some small differences based on your version of Android and your device manufacturer, so keep that in mind and remember that Google is your best friend for anything device specific. Let's get started. First, if you're still able to get into SInoALICE at all, make sure that your account is bound to a social media account, or you have successfully created a transfer ID and password. If you haven't done these, please do that right now. Here's how. Open up SInoALICE. In the bottom right, click the menu button. In the bottom right again, click the data transfer button. When you see this screen, click Agree. On this screen, you can tap inside of this box to create a password. Once you've created your password and hit OK, remember to save your ID and your password somewhere safe. Alternatively, you can use one of these social media accounts down below. Just click the sign in button and then click the checkbox right next to it. That's it. The next step is very simple, but it's very important that you don't forget to do it. Uninstalling SInoALICE. You can do this by going to Settings, Apps, finding SInoALICE, and clicking the Uninstall button. Once the app is finished uninstalling, you can move on to the next step. From here, we're going to branch into a couple of different options for reinstalling older versions of SInoALICE. I want you guys to be able to choose whichever method you're most comfortable with and which will work for your device. First, I'm going to go over how to install a raw APK file onto Bluestacks. Bluestacks has a handy Install APK button built right in, right here. However, before we can use it, we need an APK file. So where do we get that from? I like to use the website APKPure, which you can see here. APKPure is a hosting site where you can search for current and previous versions of most apps on the Play Store. All APKs are verified to be identical to the versions from the Play Store, so you can feel safe downloading any file from APKPure. You can search for the app you want to find APKs for by clicking on the magnifying glass and typing the name. So if I search for SInoALICE, we can see the game page right here. It's important to click on the version with only English characters, as the other is SINoJP. Once you're on the game page, scroll down and find previous versions. Then tap the More button on the far right. Here you can see all the different versions of Sino that they have available. I was running version 23.0.0, so I'll go ahead and grab that version again. Once the download is complete, you can go ahead and go back to Bluestacks and complete the install by clicking on the Install APK button. Navigate to the APK file and then click Open. Once the install is complete, you can open the app just like normal. The next option to consider is to install APKs or XAPKs through APKPure's app. If you frequently need to access APKs, you might consider this option. You can get the APKPure app much the same way as we grabbed the SINoAPK. Go to the APKPure website and click on the download button on the far right hand side. Now click the download button for the non-beta release. This will download the APK for the APKPure app onto your machine. You can now go back into Bluestacks and install this in the exact same way that we did the SINoAPK. Open the APKPure app and be sure to allow it to access photos, media, and files on your device. You can deny APKPure access to make and manage phone calls. Click the back button to get past the ad. You can now use the app in basically the same way as the website. Search for SINoALICE on the top. Click on the game page. And then click on version history. You can now click the install button next to the version of the application that you want. I'm going to click install next to version 23.1.0. When you see this page, go ahead and hit install in the bottom right. Once you see that the app has been installed, click open to open SINoALICE. From here, you can see that the app installed like normal. And if we go back to the home screen, find the app here. Okay, so that wraps up the options for Bluestacks. If you have another source for the APK that you trust, please use that as your own discretion. I'll now be moving on to physical Android devices. I don't have a capture device for my own Android tablet, so you'll have to bear with me as I use Bluestacks to help guide you as best I can. I'll also provide links to readable guides in the description. So the first thing that you're likely to need to do on your Android phone or tablet is to enable installing apps from unknown sources. This changes a lot depending on the manufacturer of your device. First, I'm going to go over how to do this on most Samsung Galaxy devices, and then cover most other Android devices. So for Galaxy devices, you're going to want to open up the Settings app, tap on the Apps option, then tap on the three vertical dots, usually in the top left or right, to pull up the Additional Options menu. Then tap Special Access. My system doesn't show it because I'm on Bluestacks, but it should appear right here. Now tap on Install Unknown Apps, and you'll be asked to choose where to allow apps to be available from. Choose the web browser that you use most often on your device. Usually that's going to be Google Chrome. You should now see a toggle, and you're going to want to toggle that switch for Allow from this source. You can now continue on to the next section. If this didn't work for you, here's something else you might try. I won't be able to show it well on this device, but you can follow my audio or use the written guide in the description. So start by opening up Settings like before, then look for an option like Apps and Notifications, then Advanced, and finally Special App Access. From here, you'll hopefully see the option for Install Unknown Apps and be able to choose the source just like we did for the Galaxy device. If you don't see any of this, try looking for a Security tab under Settings and then looking for Install Apps from Unknown Sources. If none of these options work for you, then please go ahead and look up your device manufacturer online to see if they have a proprietary method for getting the setting turned on. Once you have the security toggles out of the way, getting the APK and installing it is basically the same as what we did for Bluestacks. You can use the built-in web browser on your phone or tablet to download the APK. I still highly recommend using APKPure. Feel free to download the APK directly, or download the APKPure APK itself, and use the APKPure app to browse for the SINoAPK or XAPK. When you download the file, your phone may give you a warning similar to, "This type of file can harm your device. Do you want to keep file name anyway?" You can go ahead and hit OK. Your phone may prompt you to do the install right away after the download finishes, or you may need to go into your files and find the APK file and tap on it to start the install. Either way, once the install is finished, you'll have a working version of SINO back on your device. And there we go. Thanks for sticking around for this video. I hope it helped you out and you're back to being able to play on your device of choice. Of course, please share this video with anyone else that may need help with these steps. I would love it if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again. See you next time.